So today we're going to flip through the slides about what are AAC devices and interventions. So what exactly are AAC devices and how can you implement them? What kind of interventions are used? So I'm going to go ahead and just flip through the slides as you read through. Augmentative and alternative communication. Augmentative and alternative communication is a way in which individuals can use devices and or objects such as items and pictures to communicate with others when language is unavailable. There are three major components to intervention: to develop and implement appropriate AAC system for the individual, help build language skills and communication skills so that the individual can learn the social and language skills required to communicate effectively. And the third component is to work with the parents to ensure that they have meaningful opportunities to communicate, as well as ensure there is staff support for the individual to be successful. Things to consider when implementing. You need to identify meaningful context for the communication. Develop appropriate systems that are versatile, appealing, dynamic, and easy to use. Select appropriate vocabulary for the individual, and select a system. The system must be easy to learn, and you need to use appropriate representations of the word for the child, that picture that they would understand. What kinds of AAC devices are available? There are unaided AAC, and that just means that there are no materials required for it, such as facial expressions, body language, gestures, and sign language. And the other one is aided AAC, and that is the AAC that uses tools and materials such as symbol boards, choice cards, communication books, keyboard and alphabetic charts, speech-generated devices, or communication devices. AAC apps on mobile devices. So that is anything that requires material is aided. Examples of AAC systems. So there is something called PEX, which is a shortened acronym for Picture Exchange Communication System. PEX, Picture Exchange Communication System, is a way in which individuals can communicate through using pictures. There are 6 stages of PEX. Stage 1 is how you teach them how to communicate. In stage 2, you teach them distance and persistence. In stage 3, you teach them picture discrimination. Stage 4 is sentence structure. Stage 5 is answering questions, and stage 6 is commenting. So I've attached examples of PEX. So you can use PEX in a visual schedule, you could use them on a board, and you could use them to communicate with individuals in a book, such as displayed at the lower right. So the next AAC device I'm going to talk about is ProLoco To Go. This is a communication app that is set up for beginners to advanced. The base of it has 200 to 400 words with the expansion up to 10,000 words. And up to 25,000 symbols can be added. And here's an example of what the ProLoco To Go looks like on the app. And the advantages of using ProLoco To Go is it is used on the iPad. No extra hardware is needed. It is very intuitive. And it could be used for a variety of levels. The next one I'm going to talk about is tablet smartphone apps. So there's apps that you can download easily on a smartphone or an iPad. There's Seaboard, which is available on the Android, Lil Requester, which is on the Apple devices, Touch Chat is on the Apple devices, Quick Talk, AAC, is available both on Android and Apple. I Communicate is available on the Apple. Let Me Talk is available on both Android and Apple. So these are really great ways to have easy access to communication for individuals on the spectrum. The next thing I'm going to talk about is other speech generated devices. What is a speech generating device, you might ask? Well, I have that answer. SGD are defined as durable medical equipment which provides an individual with a severe speech impairment with the ability to meet their functional needs. So it provides a way for individuals to communicate without actually being able to talk. So some of these speech generated devices allow them to use their eyes to communicate. It also allows for the tilt of the head to activate a switch. It also allows for a finger with the help of a keyboard to isolate the keys. So depending on what the individual's need is, it allows for those alternative communication options. The benefits is that is designed for varying degrees of specific needs of the individual. SGD provides a more robust language system, a more flexible software, a more durable construction, a larger screen size, and alternative access options. So this is a great option if the individual cannot use language and cannot use their fingers. And I have attached some options for speech generated devices. There's the Accent 1400, 1800, the iGaze Edge, Tobii 1 series, the iTalks, iLink, Smart Eye, LC Technologies, Gaze Point, and iTribe. And so I've attached my reference where I got all my information for this slide. I hope you enjoyed it and got a lot of information that you will be able to use and apply in your class or with your individual that you know on the spectrum or those with specific needs. Thanks for listening.